So, students, let us discuss now one of the important theorem, which is also named as the fundamental theorem on homomorphism, and it is also known as the first theorem on isomorphism. The statement of the theorem is: let G and G dash be two groups, and the function f, that is from the group G to group G dash, homomorphism of G onto G dash. Now, if H is the kernel of F, then this is quotient group. This quotient group will be isomorphic. This symbol is representing isomorphism. That is, the function that will be from this set to this set will be 1 1 plus it will be a homomorphism. Fine. It can also be stated as the every homomorphic image of a group. Let us first understand the meaning of this line. Homomorphic image. Basically, if you are having a function which is a homomorphism plus onto means that every element present in the codomain is having their pre-images. Fine. Then in this case we will say that this G dash is a homomorphic image of this set. Fine. Similarly, what is here said, every homomorphic image, that is G dash, of a group, that is of G, is isomorphic to some quotient group. Fine, we have to prove this. Now here what we saw, that we are talking about a quotient group, and we know how a quotient group is formed. Quotient group is formed with the help of a normal subgroup. So we will first suppose that H is a normal subgroup of a group G. Therefore, a set represented by this will be the quotient group, and we know what type of elements belongs to this quotient group. Here, the elements in the form of this are belonging in quotient groups, where this element A belongs to group G, and here H is the normal subgroups. We can say that the elements in the form of the cosets, right? So this set will be a quotient group where the multiplication of two cosets we know is defined like this, and these elements are belonging to the set. Now we will do one thing. We will define a function f from the set G to this set. These are basically groups. Fine. And how we will define, we know in G A type of elements are existing, and in quotient group H A type of elements are existing. So we have defined a function f. We are basically associating this element with this element of G of quotient group with the help of function f. So we defined it like this, that the image of element A under function f is HA. Fine. Now we will prove this function as homomorphism. Proving this function as a homomorphism, what we have to do, we have to show that f of AB is equal to this thing. Now what this function is saying, you take any element here, its image will be H times that element. So the image of AB will be H times A into B. Fine. Now we know the multiplication of cosets, how it is defined, like this. So in place of HAB we can write H of A into H of B. Fine. So here H of A is equal to F of A. Similarly, what will be H of B? H of B will be equal to F of B. So here we have proved that the function f, which is defined by this thing, is a homomorphism. Fine. Now we have to show that what we have to show? We have to show that this is isomorphic. Now to prove this as an isomorphic, we have to consider a function. So here we will take a function phi from G dash to quotient group this. Now what we have to do is that we have to define this phi function by something, right? So here we have taken a function phi from quotient group this to G dash. Now let us think how will we define this function. We will define this function by taking the element present in quotient group, and we know that in quotient group this type of elements are present. Fine. This will be equal to some element that is present in G dash. Now we have to think what type of element are belonging to G dash. Since we know that there is a function from G to G dash, right? If A element is belonging to the set G, then in G dash what type of element will belong? Here the element will be of the form f of A. Fine. So we can say that this h of A, the image of this element, is equal to f of A, right? In this way we will define the function. The function phi. Now there is some concept. If this element is belonging to the quotient group, then the element A is belonging to the set G, and the image of this element will belong to G dash, right? That we have discussed right now. And the image of this element will belong to G dash. Why this is so? Because phi function, what it is doing, it is associating the elements present in quotient group to the elements in G dash. So if here the element is h of A, then in G dash the element will be of this type. So we can say now that this element is belonging to G dash. Fine. Now to prove that this function phi is an isomorphism, first we will show that this is well defined. Now to show this function as well defined, what will we do? We will take an element of the form AB inverse in H. Okay. Now we will consider this H as a kernel of the function. This means that the image of this element, because this element is belonging to the kernel, this means that its image will be equal to identity element. Now we have proved proved this, that the function f is a homomorphism. So if it is a homomorphism, then you can write this step. Fine. Also we have discussed that there is a property in case of homomorphism, that the inverse of this element, whole inverse, is always equal to the image of this element. Fine. So here we can write what? We can write this thing. Fine. Now we will do one thing. We will multiply both sides by f of B. Any number, any element multiplied by an identity element will give the same element. Also we can use associativity here, because these two elements are the elements of group and associativity holds in group. So here what we saw, that an element is multiplied by its inverse. So what it will give? It will give an identity element, right? Again, what we get, f of a equal to f of b. So we can write this in place of this thing. And why this is so? Because we have defined function phi by this. So in this way, we are getting the image of h of a and h of b, two different elements. Image of these two elements under function phi is same, equal. So we will say that this function, that is phi, is well defined. Now we will prove this phi as homomorphism. To prove this homomorphism, what we have to do, we have to take two different elements in the domain. So it will be of the form this, and we will prove whether this thing is equal to phi of HA into phi of HB. Fine, we have to show this thing. Now how can we do this? We will consider the left hand side. Now we know how two cosets are multiplied. These are multiplied like this. So we will write this thing. Also we know how phi function is defined. Phi function is defined like this. So here h of AB is there. It will be equal to f of this element. Fine. Again, f is homomorphism. So we can write f of A into f of B. Again, it is by the definition of phi function. So we have proved that phi is a homomorphism. But we have to show that phi is an isomorphism. So to prove it an isomorphism, we have to show that this phi is 1, 1. And how a function is proved as 1, 1? For this, we have to take the images equal, and we have to prove that these elements are also equal. So we will consider the images equal. This is by the definition of function phi. We will multiply the inverse of this element on both sides. So this will be equal to the identity element. This is by the definition of homomorphism. That's why in the first step we have proved function f as homomorphism, because we have to use it in the later stages. Fine. So here we found that the image of an element AB inverse is equal to identity element. This means that this AB inverse is belonging to kernel F. And what we have considered kernel F here, we have considered it as H, the normal subgroup. This means that this AB inverse belongs to H. Fine. So this implies that these two elements are equal. So here here phi is 1, 1. Next we will show that this function is onto. By showing this, we will prove that the G dash is the homomorphic image. So to prove phi as onto, we will take an element in G dash. So here you have to take care of what? That f is a function from G to G dash. Fine. So if we are taking x type of element here, then here we will take y type of element. Okay. since we know that function f is homomorphic, here function f is onto function, so this means that for each y belongs to G dash, definitely it is having its pre-image in G. There exists x belongs to G such that y is the image of the element x. Also we know that x belongs to G. Fine. So with the help of this element we can make this coset, and this type of coset belongs to the quotient group. Fine. Also we know that the image of this element will be equal to what? Will be equal to f of x. And why this is so? Because we are taking phi function from quotient group to G dash. Fine. So in G dash we will have elements of the type this, because G dash was also the homomorphic image of G. So here the element is of the form f of x. Same set is here now, so the element will also be here f of x. So we can say that the image of this element is f of x, and also f of x is equal to y, as we have discussed earlier. Fine. So what we saw here, that for element in the codomain there exists a pre-image in the domain. So we can say that the phi is onto, since what we saw that this function is homomorphism 1 1 and onto, so we can say that this set is isomorphic to G dash. So to prove a function isomorphic, or we can say to prove any two groups or any two sets as isomorphic, we have to show it homomorphism 1 1 and onto.